spread throughout the 2021 budget, a sweetness for women, health and the service sector. But buried in the fine print is bad news for workers when it comes to wages.
From shut shops to a jobs boom, as this improved blue line shows, our V-shaped recovery is now well underway. But budget papers reveal workers are being hit in the hip pocket more than they think.
Only a Liberal government could spend $100 billion, rack up $1 trillion in debt and still have workers go backwards.
What the budget indicates, for example, is that there will be a further decline in real wages.
That's because Treasury predicts an expected rise in the Consumer Price Index will exceed wage growth, leading to an effective wage cut this financial year and next. Or put a simpler way,
costs of everything going up except people's wages not matching it.
The government knows it's a problem.
You've got to boost the wages too, don't you?
Well, all of these things will be driven by a stronger economy.
We want to drive wages up. The way to do it is through driving the unemployment rate down.
But that is forecast to take years. A battle is also brewing over income tax cuts. A second extension of the low and middle income tax offset puts $1,000 in the wallets of those earning up to $90,000, $2,100 for couples. Labor is warning voters the government is just delaying the expected dumping of the scheme, framing it as a tax hike that's still to come.
What they've done is not implement a tax increase. They've put that off by 1 year.
Asked if the government will extend the tax break permanently, the Treasurer has sidestepped the issue.
We can only make decisions on the facts that we have right now.
Labor pointing out it didn't stop the coalition legislating stage 3 of the tax cuts years ago. Tax cuts that come into effect in 2024 and benefit higher income earners.
They said, we know everything's going fine, the budget will be back in black, we can do this. What we said was it was a triumph of hope over experience to say you knew what the economy would look like in 2024, in 2019.
At the centre of the budget is a massive boost to services, none bigger than aged care, where the government has committed $17.7 billion in response to the Royal Commission. But that amount is spread over 5 years. So combined, it's less than the $10 billion annual shortfall identified in the report's damning findings.
Aged care system in this country has been a disgrace for the life of this government. They had an opportunity to fix it last night. They went some of the way, but not the whole way.
They're key priorities for the Australian community. They're key priorities for the Morrison government, and that's why you've seen us respond so strongly to the Royal Commission into aged care.
The budget has proved Australia is moving out of the emergency phase into recovery, not unlike the aged care sector. Jonathan Lee, Sky News, Canberra.